Yo, what up there? Nick here with my lovely jubbly channel, Living Rich. And today I'm broadcasting for you to talk about some attitudes. Just because I wanted to talk about attitudes, and I think that it'll be a valuable subject to kind of think about as you go through the world and your life and the interactions that you get involved with. Your attitude often determines a lot of your results. So, let me adjust my phone here so I don't get a ticket for texting or something. What I mean when I say attitudes is like the underlying belief you have when going into a situation or an interaction or a conflict, and then differing beliefs. And today I wanted to specifically highlight two beliefs. One is the oh no, the world is ending because things aren't going my way belief. That underlies actions of certain people. And then there's another sort of person who has a let's work it out belief. So these beliefs, they share the same common space. And they often are not able to go together. You usually don't find a person who feels like they're super fragile and their world is falling apart, while at the same time their beliefs are, okay, let's work this out. It's usually you have someone who's very secure in themselves and very secure in their capabilities and very trusting of the world and willing to go with the flow. And in that respect, they're like, yo, let's work it out. Let's see, like, there's an issue here, sure. What can we do to change that, to rectify it, to come to some sort of solution? And let's get down and dirty and get to the details and fix the underlying issues with the problem. And then there's the other side of the spectrum, which is, I'm fragile and the world is ending because things aren't going my way. And at the core of this, it's like, I'm not valuable. I don't trust myself. I'm not willing to see where the world goes. Things aren't going my way, and therefore everything has to go just perfectly because I am fragile and I can't take it, and I'm not willing to adjust or to be flexible, or I just simply can't handle it. So when you look at these two beliefs, these two kind of like world views that are very fundamental when that underlie most of our actions in the world, or at least when it comes to like conflict resolution, you can see why people in the I'm fragile sort of camp will be more hard-pressed to find solutions because they're not looking for them. And the people who are like, let's work it out, I'm resilient, I'm willing to be flexible, how can we find a solution that benefits everyone in the situation? You can see how these are the more successful people, and then the more capable people, and people more willing to go with life, and who will ultimately end up living a more enjoyable experience and a more congruent life to who they are in their DNA. So I don't want to be the guy who tells you what to do. I just want to talk about this, and in order to open a conversation, I guess in the world and with yourselves about these two perspectives and approaches to life, and then allow you to be aware of it, so then you can go about your day and recognize what's happening in your world. And oftentimes you'll find that in some situations you're very flexible and you're very, let's find a solution, while in other situations maybe you're a little bit more maybe you act a little bit more fragile and you're a little bit less willing to work with the world and work with the flow of how life is taking place. So, on that note, I will leave you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel below if you dug the content. And, hope to see you again very soon to talk about some more cool shit, more capability building topics and subjects that, just make you into that awesome, resilient person that you already know you are, but maybe aren't expressing just yet into its fullest potential. All right. Well, that was my video. Have a good day today. Have a good day today. Peace. From now on, I'll be catching you from the road, not from a car, but from a bicycle on my bike trip across America. So stay tuned. Peace.